All right, it's 9, and we got a small but dedicated group today. I'll tell you what, I'm actually wearing a suit today on a Friday, which is it's disappointing. Uh, that means I have work to do. But if I didn't, I sure would be outside enjoying this fall day. Oh, it is incredible. Um, but got a few things to talk about today, and then I'll open it up. I know we're going to have some folks jumping in here. I think we can all tell that numbers are getting better. Thank goodness. Hospitalizations are down. COVID has been Delta kicked our butts in August and most of September, but things I know Prisma is feeling, and Lexington are feeling a little relief as the hallways are getting cleared out. So that's a good sign. Interesting. August numbers came out from the BEA, which is the Board of Economic Advisors for South Carolina, and their numbers are pretty staggering. Just in the last month, 80 million more in revenues than we anticipated, but unemployment is down 25% over this time last year. But even so, we're double the number of claims on an average year. So we're 25 set down 75%. We're 25% of what it was last year, but we're still double the number of claims. So, which is interesting because of it's uneven. We've got people looking for jobs, and then we've got so many job openings, and we've not meshed those very well, I don't think. And so I think this is going to be, I've spent a lot of time this week talking to folks in Columbia about employment opportunities, and as well as just the future of education. I think it's going to be interesting to see how we, in 5 years from now, what does it look like? Our 4-year institutions, where do they go? Where they look like in the next generation? But we've got such a shortage in the hospitality arena, from hotels to restaurants to frontline workers everywhere. What's the incentive package look like, and what does that mean for 4-year versus 2-year? What does it mean for more apprenticeship, direct hires out of high school into? Will there be more Google universities? And I'm actually got a meeting Monday and Tuesday that I'm looking forward to. We're going to be spending a lot of time talking about this same issue up in Boston with some folks from MIT. So I may pick up something. The old dumb Southerner going up there to learn a few things. So I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, our economy is actually getting a little bit better, though it's just pockets. The most important thing that, if y'all didn't see this, the best news of the week hadn't happened on US soil yet, but the EU passes a requirement that all smartphones have to use the same cord. That is like a victory for man if that passes. We'll see if it'll come across the pond, but how many times you go find a cord and it's the wrong one. But anyway, this is shocking, but the smartphone companies don't want that to happen. It says it will hurt the consumer. Yeah, whatever. I don't know how many of y'all were bored enough yesterday to catch the City of Columbia Tax Study Committee that met yesterday afternoon at 2 o'clock. I'm not sure riveting is the right word, but nonetheless, it was a good conversation for to be had, and it was recorded. It's on the city's council page, but it basically walks through what the chamber's been saying for a number of years, and one that I think it's important that the city lead on is that we've got to figure out funding ways to fund local governments, that's city, county, schools, in a way that one, we get the return on investment from a taxpayer perspective, but two, we make sure that we're producing well-educated, strong kids for our future workforce, but also that it's not penal for us to attract and get new talent here as it relates to job opportunities. So we are lagging, and there was an article last week, I might have mentioned this to you, but out of 46 counties, Richland County ranks 45th in income growth. Hampton County was the only county in South Carolina that ranked worse, and that's alarming in a lot of ways. And so we've got to focus really on job creation if we want to see more revenue come in. And there were, for those that missed it, there were 3 economists yesterday that were brought in to talk about the study that the city economists did. So that's confusing, I know, and it's confusing why they had it, but anyway, it was good, and but put a lot of things on the table. No action is going to be taken for a while. I think we as a community got to figure out a path forward, understanding that this issue started 25, 30 years ago. This is not something that happened this year or last year or the last 5 years, candidly. This has been going on for a while. And so we've got to not point fingers, but all be on the same page and find solutions, because we are struggling. So anyway, tax study, there'll be plenty more to come. We're also waiting for the city to have a meeting, and it just got pushed back, but short-term rental discussions, that's been a hot topic. Rich knows this, but when you hear, there are a lot of comments and a lot of people talk to me, whether it's a grocery store function or whatever, on different topics. But for me to get emails and calls is your radar goes up because people are paying attention. Short-term rental discussions in City of Columbia I've gotten more calls and emails about than any issue that I can remember in 6 years, 7 years, however long I've been here. The point is, it's phenomenally polarizing, and one that has hit people, hit their nerves. So anyway, it was going to be a conversation sometime in August to have a meeting. I mean, then September. Now it's just going to be pushed back after the election, which is coming up very, very quickly. Speaking of which, not Monday, but the following Monday, on the 4th of October, we're going to have a candidate forum for those running for city council. That's going to be at the Richland County Public Library on Assembly Street at 8 in the morning, but we'll have 2 different seats being being challenged. It's the current seat of Tamika is an open seat for the entire city of Columbia, and the second seat is one for Sam Davis's seat that he's vacating. So we'll have all the candidates for those 2 offices are going to be there. I may have mentioned this before, no offense, Mr. Joe Taylor. He does not have a challenger, so we felt like we would give more time to the folks that have actually got opposition. So that'll be the 4th. The 18th, we have a candidate forum for all the mayoral candidates. The chamber, along with the hospitality industry, the Restaurant Lodging Association, Urban Land Institute, are partnering with U of SC, School of Poli-Sci. Dr. Kurt Mendoza is going to be moderating that for us. But we're going to have that on the 18th. It's a Monday. That's going to be at 4 o'clock. Location TBD. We're working those details out right now, but all candidates have agreed to join us for that. But that's going to be an important conversation. And we thought it was important to partner with USC for future leaders of Columbia to understand what the city's conversation is about right now. So be on the lookout for more details there, but that's going to be a very, very important conversation. And you can feel the tension. It's kind of getting fun now. That election is not too far away, but we're. Thank you, Rich. We will have both of them live streamed. So the 4th and the 18th will be in person or live streamed, whichever you prefer. But we're gonna have some students there. I have a feeling that extra credit will be handed out for students that attend that thing. So if you got a poli-sci kid, that's it. All right, I'm gonna table. I got a few other things, but what's happening with y'all this week? Anything fun? Anything interesting? Tidbits that y'all need to want to share? Again, coffee break? Anyone?
I think we're all just happy with the nice, cold, cool weather outside.
I tell you what, it is phenomenal. These days like this that are chilly in the morning and got to put a little sweater on or jacket, it's awesome. Now we know what it feels like September in the Northeast. Yeah, we don't get these very often. All right. I'm looking around. Oh, I'm seeing a couple chat. Hold on. Hey, Kristen, we're glad to have you. Thanks for joining us today. All right, a couple of things I'll point out, and then since y'all are still waking up, we do have our gala coming up on the 7th of October. It's going to be at Central Energy on the site of Bull Street, and that'll be looking forward to that, being back face to face. Henry, have I missed anything? Oh, I do have one thing. We were fortunate enough last week to announce, with the help of Bank of America, Charleston, Greenville, and Columbia have formally launched our Minority Business Accelerator program. It is a program using a platform by Enterprise, which is a national education platform for minority business accelerators. And Greenville's been doing this for about 9 years, and they approached us last year and asked if we would like to join the chamber, the Greenville Chamber and the Charleston Chamber, doing this statewide, which I thoroughly enjoy working with Carlos and Brian and their teams. But this is going to be an opportunity for us to really help put a jolt for small minority businesses in our region. So plenty of stuff on the web. I think somebody just put it in the chat, but what we're doing, but we are looking for we're companies that qualify, and we're going to start that in January. But we do appreciate Bank of America's support of that for us. And we're probably looking at 8 to 10 companies to be our founding members of that. And we're going to be doing it every year, of course, but it'll be small groups, small cohorts of programming that will last about 9 months.
Carl, we're also looking for mentors and coaches for those companies that get into the accelerator. And I see David Belton's on here. Thank you, David, for volunteering to be a financial coach to companies in the accelerator.
That's a huge, Dave, thank you for that, because what we're going to be doing is assigning companies that join this program with a mentor, and all of them will get financial coaching, but all of them will be paired with a coach or mentor here in town to help them on a weekly basis. And then we'll have classes on a monthly basis. But it's a really way of us supporting small businesses in the company in the region. So be on the lookout for that, but that's good stuff. All right.
And thanks to Lynn Hutto as well, Carl. Lynn is volunteered as well to help us with the program. So thank you, Lynn.
Lynn's always there to help.
And Carl, speaking of always there to help, David and Vince Ford, we had a small business, and Ann Thomason, I see her on here, had a small business Northeast Connection breakout this week. Had a great presentation by Vince Ford, Ashia Driggers from the county. We also had Henry provided information on the Midlands Minority Business Accelerator. And then we also had Bryant Davis from over at the county. And it was a great update on not only what's happening in the hospitals, but also Richland and the city provided information on surveys that were taken by both of those organizations. One of them was dealing with the impact of COVID on small businesses. And then also Bryant shared the information as far as the overall impact of COVID on the communities and what they're going to be doing to support and provide resources to help out. So I'm going to put a link in our chat box here. Great information, great job by all of those, and also information on resources being provided in the community to help our small businesses.
Right. Thank you. Thanks, Vince, for your time this week. Appreciate it very much.
Chuck Whipple has joined us, and he's been arm twisted to be a part of that program as well. So thank you, Chuck.
All right. A couple of things to leave on. It remarkably, one of my favorite, just this week in history. Happy birthday to the boss, the real boss, Bruce Springsteen, yesterday. He shares that birthday with my daughter. But she gets offended that I think of Springsteen before her birthday, but whatever. Barbara Wawa, if y'all remember the Saturday Night Live, turns 92 tomorrow. 92. Phenomenal. It's amazing what surgery can do. I'm just telling you, it's phenomenal. Right? Hey, on this date in history, I didn't know that.
Be nice.
Did not say.
Hey, never mind. Stop while ahead. I didn't realize that Dwight D. Eisenhower had a heart attack today in 1955. Well, I didn't know that. And so while he's on vacation, he's the daggone president, he's fought in wars, and he waits till he's on vacation to have a heart attack. That is crazy. Anyway, but in honor of my trip to Boston, I was today in 1934, Babe Ruth had his last appearance at Fenway it was the Red Sox and the Yankees. So hat tip to me. Sorry, I'm rubbing it in. I'll be at Fenway tomorrow afternoon for the Yankees playing. And I'm excited, and the cool weather. Woohoo! So I'm sorry I'm not going to be here to root the football game on the Gamecocks over Kentucky, but it's not every day you get to go see the Yankees and the Red Sox. So with that, anyone got anything? If not, I'm checking out. Just talking about baseball.
Safe travels, my friend.
Thank you. Too bad it's not DC, right, Chuck? So
what happens in DC stays in DC, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about. So
We wish.
yeah. All right, guys, listen, thanks for being with us. George, if you can do it, if you can get out today, get out today. Get on a bike, take a walk, enjoy the riverfront, enjoy a ball game. If you have to drive, don't forget, drive in the right lane. All right, wear your mask. See y'all soon. Thank you.